You remain loyal to this family.
Very silent.
Yes. It's a system.
Season 5 of The Crown premieres on Netflix later today, and monarchists around the world are calling for a disclaimer to be featured in the opening credits. I want to bring in the founder of the British Monarchist Society, Thomas Mace-Archer-Mills. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Saskatoon. Lovely to be with you again.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Let's take this back. Where does this call to action even stem from?
Well, as we all know, The Crown is Netflix jewel. It is a moneymaker. But first and foremost, we need to understand that it is a program that is fabricated on true events, but it's not fabricated on real relationships in the point that we know what was said behind closed doors. Nobody knows what the royals say. So it is fanciful script writing. But Dame Judi Dench has highlighted a point that more and more people are taking this for fact. They're basing their understanding of history, their understanding of past events, and their understanding of right now as truth. And that's a problem. So even though I was well chuffed she came out with this, we've been saying this for a long time. Well, she's about 4 seasons past when this disclaimer should have come out. And it might help some people that aren't able to decipher what is fact and what is fiction, but it's not going to help other people. Some people just want to say, actually, that is what the royals are like. The republicanism that is shown through the producer, through the writers, there's always that tinge of just rawness where you sit there and say, wait a minute, something's not right here. People who grow up with the monarchy, who have grown up with the members of the royal family, know them. That's not how they are. So we're very concerned about season 5 simply for the fact that look what we have all come through the last 25 years since Diana's death. Look what we've come through since Squidgygate, since Camillagate. The Queen was untouchable. That was the truth. And as the Queen was reigning, as she was still alive and with us, people weren't going to touch her. They weren't going to throw her under the bus, even though Netflix with The Crown did that slightly a few times. But now it seems that with the tenacity of the show, the people supporting it, and also the delicate balance of the new reign with the new king and queen, I am afraid myself that everything that we have built, the solidarity, the support, the polls that have come out in favor of Camilla, the queen consort, that could be eroded, and support for Charles could also be eroded with what they're planning on showing. So it is not a documentary. It is fiction. And sometimes, even if there is a disclaimer, it's not going to help people. It certainly hasn't helped Monsieur Blanchet of the Bloc Québécois when what we saw from him last week. But also, we need to understand that in realm nations such as Canada, this is not the British royal family. It's not the British crown. It's not the British constitution. It is uniquely Canada's crown, Canada's monarch, King Charles of Canada. And a lot of people forget that, Alex. So even though this is one of the world's most productive dramas, people aren't seeing the fine truths behind it. It's not the British royal family that is reigning all over the world. There's a lot of different aspects constitutionally, as you know, in Canada that go into that.
And I guess with our last remaining time here, I guess, what do you have to say to people that are looking forward to watching this season of The Crown? Are monarchists, for the most part, brushing this off, saying don't even give it the time of day, don't watch, or just watch with, a trained eye?
Watch with a very well-trained eye. Watch for the Republican innuendos. Let's give it what it is. It is a fantastic visual. It has fantastic acting, but it is fake. Some monarchists have poo-pooed it from the beginning. Others like to watch it because of the scenery, the interiors. They like to be part of past history that young monarchists might not have even been around for the real events. So it is a way for them to go back in time and see what everything was. But for those people who are watching strictly for entertainment, that's the key word, entertainment. Do not look for honesty, do not look for truth, and do not look for any sort of secrets that might have been told between any one member of the royal family to another. It's not there. It's not true.
All right. Well, we appreciate your take on this morning. Thank you so much for joining us from across the pond.
Thank you, Alex. Good morning.